Welcome to Dmitry Staffing Show 17, and today we're going to be talking about two very important topics. The first one is for job seekers, why enthusiasm matters during the job interview process. The second point is for hiring managers. Hiring managers, please do not lowball candidates during the offer stage. Now let's start with the first one, enthusiasm. Throughout my years as a recruiter, I realized that the candidate that gets the job is the candidate that is most enthusiastic about the job. Now, what do I mean by enthusiastic? I mean that the candidate that shows up to the interview early, a half hour early. A candidate that always answers the hiring manager's questions within an hour or so after they've been sent. A candidate that sends thank you notes after the interview. A candidate that sells themselves during the interview and tells the hiring manager why, based on their skill set, they would be the best for the job. Another point is a candidate that's agreeable with the hiring manager, that doesn't argue with them and realizes that arguing does not help them get the job. Another point, a candidate that doesn't talk about salary or benefits at interview stage. The time to discuss salary and benefits, by the way, is at offer stage. A candidate doesn't talk about other places they're interviewing. Because if you talk about other places you're interviewing, you're lowering enthusiasm. That means you don't care about the job. So the second thing I want to talk to you about is very important for hiring managers. And it's for hiring managers not to lowball candidates. Do not do that at offer stage. There's two reasons why you don't want to do that. The first reason is if the person accepts the offer, then they automatically become a passive job seeker. Let me give you an example. If the person wants $100,000, you offer them $90,000 and they accept it. They automatically become a passive job seeker because now they still have that number of $100,000 in their heads and they're gonna passively look for a job that offers them $100,000. Now they might not leave you today or tomorrow, not in 3 months, maybe not in 6 months, but they will not stick around. Mark my words. In a year or less, they will be gone. And once they're gone, you will be left with the loss of the time you spend training them, any courses they've taken under your company, the time your employees spent with them, and the money you invested in them as well. And all you will be left is holding an empty sack. And the lesson to not lowball candidates. Now, the second thing that will happen is if the candidate rejects the offer, which will kind of be better for you, but you will still lose. You will lose the time you invested in interviewing them, and you will lose the time your team invested in interviewing them, and the emotional connection you made with the candidate as well, because you thought you would hire them. You thought this would be your candidate. You will lose all of that. Plus, it will put a bad name to your brand, that you are the company that lowballs candidates. I think hiring managers do this because they don't want to lose on the budget. They want to save money on the budget. That's one reason. Another reason is it could be an ego trip, that they look and they pride themselves of being good negotiators. But in the end, it's bad. So here's my advice. When you finally found the one candidate that's special enough to work for you, after interviewing many candidates, and you like this person, don't lowball them. Get them to sign on. Make them loyal to you. Give them what they want. And you have a loyal employee that will last for years. So thank you for watching Dmitry Staffing Show 17. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned to our next episode.